Are you ready? Boots on the ground, putting it down. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for joining me on the Stock Scoop. I'm Mickey Dee, your host. It's a pleasure, it's an honor to be on your electronic device. Thank you very, very much for joining me. I'm pulling a Michael Jordan here, as I was telling someone here, out of the hospital. And when he got injured that game, he got out of the hospital. He scored 40 points and on the other team. And well, I just got out and I'm coming back. I'm going to have my A game, ladies and gentlemen, my A game. Thank you once again for joining me. We're going to talk about gold and silver a little bit right now. As you know, gold and silver are in a run of runs, ladies and gentlemen. We're in a bull market, and it feels really, really good for our stocks to go up, up, and up like they're going. It's fantastic. It's a culmination of years of research and patience on your part. And now we're seeing the fruits of that patience. And it's doing our baby knockouts are doing very, very well. And once again, I can reclaim that title as the baby knockout GOAT, ladies and gentlemen. So I know you're making money. We're all doing very, very well. Also, I have a rare earth a little update I want to give you here real quick. But it's about gold and it's about silver. And like I've told you before, I don't care what excuse you use, monetary issues, geopolitical issues, whatever excuse you want to use. Uh, the fact of the matter is, gold and silver are going up, and the breakout in silver is very, very impressive right now. And our silver baby knockouts, as in junior silver mining stocks, ready to explode, possible 1,000% gains, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have a copy of this book, you better get yourself a copy now. Get yourself a copy. Go to Amazon, the Amazon.com. It's there. It's your local bookstore. Order it anywhere. If you're in Kansas, Nebraska, anywhere. You want one or two of these stocks in your portfolio right now, and this gold breakout and silver breakout right now is one really for the ages, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be really, really top notch. I know you've heard that before, but I've been saying it since these books came. This book was written in 2020, so this is 2025 now. When I'm talking to you, it's July 12th. You're on a Saturday, so and these stocks are still $1 and $2 and $3 and $4 and $5. They're not a quarter anymore, but they've gone up a little bit. But they still have a long way to go. And on pullbacks, what do? We look at them. But without further ado, let's look at some charts and look at what you came here for. Mickey D, your host. Make sure you hit that like button, pound that thumbs up. Let us know you're there. Um, it's really before I go over go over some baby knockouts, gold and silver baby knockouts. Want to go over a big story here. Boom, big story here, rare story. As MP Materials, one of the largest companies here in the Western Hemisphere, has a price target boosted by an analyst at NioCorp here. One of the analysts said that he doubled the price to 55 from 27 and keeps a buy rating on it. And simply, it's doing very, very well. Of course, they had a big $400 million infusion from the United States of America, from Washington. The Pentagon becomes the largest shareholder in Vinyl MP Materials. They're taking a chapter from the Chinese. The Chinese have done. They do this. With their companies, they buy in, and America should. This is not the last. This may be the first, but this is not the last. I'll tell you that right now, ladies and gentlemen. There's going to be some money thrown at these rare earth companies because we've been caught with our pants down. So that's just the way it is. We're out the box right now when it comes to that. But let me share one of our Baby knockouts. Why are you sharing this, Mickey D? Because I've done videos on this company, NioCorp Developments. This company is a decent company. As I told you in the Knockout newsletter months and months ago, they are in position to get some of that government money, just like MP Materials. So we'll see how that goes. No, I don't have any insider information. The scoop is for your information only. Your education, your entertainment, your information only. I'm not a stockbroker, not a money manager, not a financial advisor. I don't know anything. I don't have any inside information about NICORP getting any money from the government. When I said this 4 months ago in the Baby Knockout newsletter, I did not know that they would be in any position. They still haven't gotten any money from the. Let's see how it goes. They're putting big checks out, $400 million on MP Materials. So these companies have the goods that we need. Now, NioCorp has put in a nice little stretch here. We got it's developing. It may be breaking out of a little bull flag. I don't like that last candle here, the last trading day, but it did gap up on that information, and we're looking good. We're looking good. We're trading above the 200-day moving average. All is well with NioCorp. Let's take a look at some gold and silver, baby knockouts. Of course, silver now flirting with 39, and it'll be 40 here pretty soon. So that's doing very, very well. Baby knockout, Avino, gold and silver. Giving them this baby knock. Well, you should be. My students are in already at under uh, 50 cents or so is when they're in, because we've got parabolic here, ladies and gentlemen. When you look at the longer term chart here, look to your right here. We've gone we've gone parabolic. You look over to the right. This is when we were accumulating here. And this is they're right in the book. I'm using stuff right in the book. Junior silver mining stocks ready to explode, possible 1,000% gains. I'm look. This is it was written right here in 2020, right here in this area, ladies and gentlemen. That's when we were anticipating, right here, right there. That's when we were anticipating, uh, not so much this and this, but we were anticipating this runaway stuff right here at $4.22. Sure, you want to take some off the table now? Be my guest, especially you, baby knockout. You should, at least by now, it should be a free ride. I know I have thousands of shares now, and my students do, that are a free ride right now. So when we correct, as we will, and as these stocks go parabolic, they will correct. When we come down, remember, you are on a free ride. So you're not going to panic sell out of these things. With the RSI at a long term here, we're looking at 86.39. At 80, ladies and gentlemen, if you're conservative at 70 or 65, you're overbought. 86 is where we are right now. So we will correct sooner or later, ladies and gentlemen. Just remember that. Now, what you say, Mickey D? What? Why what? This happened to be this particular stock was part of junior silver mining stocks ready to explode, possible 1,000% gains. It was part of this collection here, ladies and gentlemen, in here. So there are a couple stocks that have been gone on the NASDAQ already. There are a couple stocks that have been bought out. So you still have like 12 stocks or so that are in play, ladies and gentlemen. They're going to do very, very well. Make sure you go to Amazon, go to your local bookstore, go anywhere, any bookstore online, and just put in junior silver mining stocks ready to explode, possible 1,000% gains. We are at the cusp right now of one of the biggest breakouts in the history of silver. It'll definitely be the biggest breakout of my lifetime, ladies and gentlemen. And with these stocks, still, some have gone from 5 cents to 50 cents. That shouldn't scare you. That should not scare you. At 50 cents or a dollar, there is a lot of money to be made. A lot of money to be made. The early birds, sure, they got plenty of worms when they bought this book. 5 years ago. But there's still plenty. 12 of the 16 worms are in play right now, ladies and gentlemen. Do what you have to do. Make it work for you. For you. Let's take a look at the big boys here. At Nico Eagle. We started purchasing at Nico Eagle. If you were reading the book, Invest in Gold Today Without Being Cheated, you will know that we were in at Nico in 2020 here, and Nico Eagle had dropped down into the 30s. Nico Eagle was in the 30s, 35. I think at about 40, 45, it kind of got my attention. A lot. It really, really got my attention at 40, 45 or so. I said, that's one of the premier players here, and invest in gold today without being cheated. You can fact check Mickey Dee. Look at the date of when it was published, and you can look at Nico Eagle, and I could scream to the top of my lungs, but no one wanted to hear me then. So uh, we're here now, and Nico Eagle is one of the top, if not arguably the top stock out there. But once again, gold and silver stock. Once again, we're going parabolic. We're going to get a pullback, ladies and gentlemen. It's coming, but you're not going to be shaken out because a lot of these stocks, we've taken some profit. If you haven't taken profits, consider taking some profits. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not a money manager. I can't tell you to buy, sell, or hold anything, ladies and gentlemen. But look at taking profits on these stocks. Definitely when we're talking about our gold and silver baby knockouts, because like I said, parabolic moves are on the rise right now. Parabolic moves are here, and you know there's similar patterns out there. A lot of similar patterns out there forming right now. And you guys recognize these popular candlestick patterns, right? Because you've read popular candlestick patterns used by millionaires, chart strategies revealed, right? On page 38, you guys do a little homework here. On page 38, the pattern is hot right now, and I want you to definitely take a look at that pattern, ladies and gentlemen. Let's turn this thing around and let's wrap it up. Yes, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. We're back. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs up. It's rough. I know it's summer. Not a lot of people are around to watch videos and stuff. You'd rather be out with your family and friends. But I did tell you, I warned you. This is going to be a eventful. It's going to be, we're going to get stuff from Washington. Mr. Trump's in office. He's not giving up on the tariffs, and things are happening. You guys, when you guys, there's certain things you just have to trust me up. I ask for your trust, and I won't. I try not to let you down. You know, I'm just a middle-aged guy with a lot of experience. I don't claim to be perfect in any way, ladies and gentlemen. I write these books. I'm looking almost like the Chinese. I'm looking way out. So, doing a lot of forward thinking, looking at projects that just may pan out for us. Well, if you do that enough and you look at enough projects and you look at enough things that, observe enough managers and CEOs and all that, you get an idea of what projects can make it, and what projects can't make it. Like I said, I don't claim to be perfect. I'm not. I make plenty of mistakes, especially this YouTube stuff. You guys know I screw up all the time, on YouTube. But I can tell you, we were right on. We were right on with the gold and silver. We're, even before that, we were right on with I haven't even talked about our Bitcoin baby knockouts for a while. Bitcoin baby, let Bitcoin, let it go, let it. go parabolic a little bit before we talk about it. I'll go the see the big companies I mentioned in here. They're doing their thing. What's coming up next? You guys already know. Let it get a little time, and it's gonna. But let me tell you, our rare earth trade. I'm really really excited about our rare earth trade, especially the two that we've identified as our number ones in those areas, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you what's going on right now. America America has a missile system, defense system, that the Patriot air defense system, ladies and gentlemen. This is the best, most widely used defense system in the world. It's advanced. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've I won't say I've worked with it, but I have a military background. And you just have to trust me on this. It can track over 100 targets simultaneously. We have the best. But in order for us to produce the best, we need, and everybody in the world wants it, we need these rare earths. Why do you think the president is inviting even enemies? If they have rare earths and they have these critical minerals, he's inviting them to the White House. And he don't even know if they're English speaking state. He don't even know if they're men or women leading the country. He could care less. He don't care. We need these rare earths. Our missile defense system depends on this. Not only us, but look at what Israel has been firing. Look at what Ukraine has been firing. Where did this stuff come from? It came from us. When I say us, I'm saying America. I can't believe me when I tell you this. Believe me. So if you don't have the Baby Knockout newsletter right now, and you want to get the Baby Knockout newsletter, ladies and gentlemen, just follow. It's only $99 a year, and you're gonna get our number ones. I'm not trying to hide this stuff. I'm not gouging anybody. Ladies. I'm not saying anybody else is either. But this is stuff that the corporations. This is institutional research right here. Researcher right here, and I have it for you. I have the goods for you, and I'm talking $99 for you. Is this cold blooded? Should I go up to? Never mind. But anyway, in order for the West to have any defenses, China is cutting us off. This is, you can call it a military, whatever you want to call it. It's to me, it's, whoo, I just can't see how there'll be a lot of action in America in the next 90 days. I can assure you, there'll be a lot of action in the next 90 days, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be a lot of action because as long as China says no mas to rare earths and critical minerals, there'll be a really, really stink here. You'll see people in the White House that you wouldn't believe would have been there, because why? We have our hand out right now. You have any critical minerals? You got any critical minerals? You invite it. Come on, anybody. Come on, anybody. Because, not in our backyard here in America. Nobody wants to, have. It's dirty. It's dirty, filthy job, ladies and gentlemen. Mining is crappy job. I mean, I'm telling you. But you make money. You make money, and companies make money. My San Manuel mine in Tucson, Arizona. I remember with my mom going and picking up my uncle. My uncle, late uncle Carl, was a miner. He was the last miner in the family. And I've been fascinated with mining, ever since I was a little kid. And seeing him come and he have this finger's missing and that finger's missing, and all from the mine, from working in the mine. And he'd be all dirty sometimes, and it was something. He made his money honestly. He earned it, man. I saw my uncle work hard in the mine, man. Saw him work hard. And but I'm just telling you, mining is hard. That experience with the military, with my dad being who he is, he was the top top dog at some of the Air Force bases we were in. Not the head boss, but he was, he was the first sergeant. He was top dog out there. And he had to give discipline down, and people had to report to him and all. I saw this as a young man, up until 12, 13. These things kind of your life, they give you some experience, a little background and stuff. But forget that. Forget that. I served on a United States Air Force carrier, ladies and gentlemen. I saw missiles work in action. We fight, ladies and gentlemen. You practice with these. Not only do you practice, we can't get a lot of practice in now because it's the real thing, and countries need the real thing right now. So we need these rare earths. On behalf of America, I want to beg the world to let us have some. Anyway, we like to have fun out here. You guys, bull markets are fun. You get to make a lot of money. You guys that are making, you know, I, you're doing well. You're doing well. I love you guys all. Take care and let's have some fun, man. And it's Bitcoin. It don't matter, man. It's a rare earth. It's gold and silver. Have yourself a ball, man. I'm happy to be out of the hospital. I'm excited, man. I am definitely excited. And I was out with my cousin the other night, man. And well, it was so wonderful seeing him and his lovely wife, man. We had a great time, man. Family time, man. You can't beat it. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. When you next time, ladies and gentlemen, you need strength, you need energy, you need support. Look up, ladies and gentlemen. That's where it's going to come from. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family.